Yeah! Whoa! I'm gonna do another review! That's not at all that uncommon. Today, I'm going to be doing a review on an anime that most people actually probably don't know. And if you have, you probably know it from some random, like, YouTube, I don't even know what to call it. It's kind of a shock video, at the same time it's really not. But anyway, today I'll be reviewing Kemonozume, also known as the Beast Claw. Now, if you have seen the kinda like shock video, it's of two, like, I guess middle school aged kids, and they just start making out of nowhere, more or less, and then the guy just kind of like opens his eyes and he's like, what the hell? And then you see like half of the girl like bitten open, and it's like really like freaking violent, and then it zooms out and the guy's just like a monster, and he's like, what? And then as he like opens his mouth to say what, the girl like the other half of the girl just like pours out of him in like all this blood everywhere. So if you haven't seen that, then you might not want to see it, because yeah, it's kind of gruesome. Which is, in fact, this is the video that got me to start watching it, because I was just like, that was amazing, I have to see this now. Of course, that was a complete non sequitur, and was really completely just kind of randomly thrown into the series, and that really doesn't describe the series that well. But this is actually more or less quite a art anime. Like, you know how there's like art films that are all, snooty, and this isn't exactly snooty, I'd say, but it's not exactly like mainstream kind of anime. Like, the art style is like really out there. The story, it's all kind of artsy. So if you're not looking for that kind of anime, this is definitely not it. But anyway, it aired in '06. It was done by Madhouse, same people who did Death Note. 13 episodes, 0 dubs. It's literally only subbed. In fact, you'll have a challenging finding it streaming or for download on. Actually, you might be able to find a torrent much easier than streaming. But if you don't download torrents, it's gonna be a challenge to find it streaming. Although you probably will find it. Now for the story. The story is actually pretty cool. I will give it a 10 because, I mean, it's not like you won't see things coming from a mile away, but you won't see it coming. Like, yet again, to explain my reasoning, I'll have to actually give stuff away, so if, I'm gonna end up giving this a 10, so if you want to just go see it before I say anything, go see it, and stop the video now. Other than that, I'm just gonna continue the review and spoil some crap. Okay, so basically we follow what's the name? The Kifuken. That's right. That's their name. A bunch of swordsmen called Kifuken. They kill these beasts that have been around forever. It's kind of like chiropterans, if you've ever seen Blood Plus, or just Blood, the Last Vampire. If you've seen any of that series, it's kind of like that. They can morph into humans, then they lose it and turn into monsters, etc. There's the pure blood humans hunt them down, and so the son of the leader, he's just running around and he's not doing too well. Like, he's impressive, but not in battle. In battle, he always seizes up. But he's running around one day and he meets this girl, and they more or less fall in love, and then eventually the head, his dad, gets killed. And everyone's just like, the hell? How'd this happen? We gotta find this freaking monster and kill it. And so it turns out that it's the girl he's in love with who killed his dad. She's a monster. And, then from there, the guy has to make a decision. Do I kill the girl I love and get revenge for my father and stay in the Kifuken? Or do I run away with the girl and try and protect her because I know she's not all bad? And from there, the story more or less takes off, and I think I summed up like the first 1.5, 2, maybe 3 episodes out of the 13. I think the first 2. And they go on the run, and it's really pretty cool. Um, I would definitely give the story a 10. As for art, since I'm into artsy things, or since I like artsy things, I can appreciate it, I will give it a 10. But if you're not into artsy things, you're going to just hate it. You're going to completely think it's awful. And I completely can understand that. But because I like artsy things, I will give it a 10. As for characters, yet again, yes, this is artsy, so of course the things like characterization and symbols and all that. But characterization of these characters are really quite well. It goes through it. You get the feeling for all characters. You see them change as people, etc., etc. It does that very well. There are definitely different kinds of characters, a wide variety of characters, all that are likable except for the ones you're not supposed to like. The villains, you will definitely easily not like them. It's very obvious, and you will like that. Very good characters. 10. Lastly, the music. I have to give this a 9, but that's only because the music during the series is really good, but it's not all that consistent. If you watch it, you'll see what I mean. But the opening song is freaking godlike. It's jazz. If you don't like jazz, you're not going to like the opening song. But I'm a rather large jazz fan, so if you like jazz, freaking awesome jazz. If you like Cowboy Bebop, you'll probably like Cowboy Bebop's music. You'll probably like this music. But 9, just because it's not exactly... What was the word I used? Constant? I don't remember. Anyway, overall, I will give it a 10. I do think it's very good. But because it is so artsy, I cannot give it any kind of award. But, you can hear Family Guy in the background probably. But, no awards, and I will admit, at first, although even though I appreciate the art of it, I didn't watch it too fast. I didn't like it too much at first, but, as I got going, I really did like it a lot. Oh, Conan's on. But 10 overall, what does it do well? Like, sure, I appreciate art, like the artsy kind of, film and, in this case, anime. But, there can definitely be, like, they're try-harding, like, to be as art and weird as they can, and it's just bad. So this show is very artsy, but still maintains, like, you don't have to necessarily love art or artsy stuff to like this show, because it still is quite blood and guts, explosions, and that kind of jazz. But overall, once again, no real awards. It kind of can go slow sometimes too, but it's a 10, really solid series. It's action, horror technically, if you really want to get down, romance, and supernatural. All in all, I'd say it's very good. I would recommend it if you are looking for some kind of artsy thing. I don't know how many times I use that freaking word artsy, but yeah. And if you're looking for an action series that's really out there that no one's ever seen before, go watch it. It's kind of a hipster anime. Really, it's a very underwatched anime for how good it is. And underwatched just in general. There's not many people who watch it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in 2 days? Yeah, 2 days for anime news.